your enemy, you have to aim for his weakest point. Use the Buddha finger accurately, and you'll find you will win whatever he should try to do.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Don't Do That, Wicked Wednesday.
Wicked
Wednesdays! Got a few topics I actually found, so it's not really like something of my own, but I will kind of relate to it because, usually, are able to talk better on stuff that kind of relates to either something you yourself have experienced or have seen others experience. So I got a few topics of that we'll go ahead and discuss when it comes to that, and thoughts and all that other good jazz on the topic for Wicked Wednesday. Nothing. Shit right here. This shit here. Alright, y'all. Let's go ahead and bring on our co-host now. 16.
Shit right here, nigga, be clear, nigga, no fear, nigga, I'm here, nigga, in gear, nigga, shit just got real sincere, nigga. This shit right here, nigga, be clear, nigga, no fear, nigga, I'm here, nigga, in gear, nigga, shit just got real sincere, nigga. This shit right here,
Wicked Wednesday. Welcome back to another episode of Don't Do That here on 16 TV. Today is Wicked Wednesday, and we got a couple topics each. We value your time, so we're not going to keep you too long, but we do got a couple things we got to get off our chest. So, we'll start it off.
Go ahead.
You want me to start it off?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Well, I would like to actually hit on this a couple times before.
I'll
let you start.
That's what it was. Okay. Dig this. There's two of them though, and both of them are really good.
Okay.
One of them is people who take advantage of their family member's situation and basically take their kid. Now, know this is a touchy subject. I know that there are people in connection. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. This does not pertain to the person who may be watching, who may think it pertains to. This pertains to a whole nother situation.
But if the shoe fits,
wear it,
Cinderella.
Hey, put on some ankle socks and sport them flat out. So, situation where, let's say the son or the daughter may have not been completely ready to do their thing as a parent,
right.
And the goal is to, when the parent is ready and has got themselves together, to unite the child back with the parent.
It usually is the goal. It's supposed to be anyway.
In some situations, though, we have people who do not have children of their own, or can no longer make children. And so, just in my humble opinion, from what I witnessed on certain occasions, with certain situations, with certain people, it seemed as though when time came to give, the parent back the guardianship of the child, this situation was put on pause for whatever reason, even if the person in question seems to be growing up getting themselves together,
right, doing what they're supposed to do,
doing what they're supposed to do. Still not because y'all stupid. Still not giving back the child, holding on to the child so that you can raise the child. The child still, yes. The child still knows its mother or father. Yes.
right? Okay,
But
still,
but
that's not the point.
the point is that the goal was
to
to reunite the child with the parent, not to hold on, get so attached that you're not letting go and letting God with the parent and their child. That biological link that's being blocked because of your selfishness. And I don't know, not to be mean, maybe your inadequacy to have your own child, maybe you tied your stuff or
whatever the case,
snipped your stuff or whatever too early, and now you regret it. You fall in love with your little nephew or your grandson or granddaughter or step granddaughter or however it is, grandson, and then you know there's a whole thing of, is the child better off or is the child losing something by not having that bond because you're blocking it, not them not being ready and getting themselves together and having them a job and school and a place of their own. They holding it down, they're doing what they're supposed to do, they're not getting kicked out or none of that stuff's happening where, it might be a danger to let him have the kid back. No,
it's selfishness.
It's just
that's exactly
evident
what it is.
to everyone.
It's selfishness. You're being selfish.
That you're that person. And so to that situation, I would like to say, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't because you are literally blocking something that needs to happen. Then you end up becoming that person who helped destroy something that could have been
or was a big contributor to it not being as strong as a bond as it could have been, because you forced yourself into the middle of it. You wanted to be the peanut butter and jelly between them two pieces of bread. So, on to yours.
All right. Well, basically, it's like a quote, so we'll reiterate it into somewhat of a don't do that thing. It says, if the load isn't yours, put it down. No more unnecessary weight. Basically, don't take on more than what you yourself can handle, because you already have your own struggles. You have your life. You have your life. Everybody has a life of their own.
Words to live by.
Now, it's not saying that you can't care about the situation. It's not saying that, being human, because it's a natural thing to care about a situation, but at the same time, you can't always go and help somebody when you can't help yourself in that situation. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't take out of your cup more than what you can take out to give to somebody else. You can only do it when your cup is overflowing. Alright, because then you're not taking away from yourself. Because if you take away from yourself, you're taking away the ability to take care of yourself.
And then you can't help anybody.
Then you can't help nobody. Don't take on an extra kind of weight that other people need to genuinely take care of themselves. Because then it'll help them progress. And if not, that's something that's on their own. That's something that they did to themselves. Don't do that. Don't overwhelm yourself to help others and, help them grow or whatnot if you still have growth going yourself as well. Everybody has to continue to grow. There's no stopping until you're in grace. Don't do yourself. What's your thoughts on that part?
I mean, I say this almost every time we get into a situation like this on the show, but it should be common sense.
But it ain't common, we know.
it's just, we shouldn't have to, although we enjoy getting stuff off our chest, we shouldn't have to do a show like this. But there are people who need a show like this, could be inspired by a show like this, can feel a show like this.
Right, because they've been in a situation like
they've
that.
been in situations
and don't
that
allow
we
people
might cover.
to make you feel guilty because you can't do it either. All right, at the end of the day, that they're just using you for the situation itself, and it's taken away from you too much. Because at that point, now they're trying to gaslight you and they're trying to make you do something that you can't do. Don't feel bad whenever you're not able to take on extra weight. No more. We've been through too much.
If you know your breaking point, and you know how much is already on your shoulders, there is no shame in saying, hey,
I can't do it, bro.
I already got enough going on. I seriously cannot take on the extra load or the stress. I seriously cannot. And you just have to keep it real, and they have to be able to feel you. And if they can't feel you, you have to make them feel you by just letting them know, hey,
end of story.
under no uncertain terms am I doing this, because I just simply can't, and I've already told you
Right.
that I can't do it. So under no uncertain terms am I going to do it.
Exactly. And don't, like I said, don't force it. Just let it happen.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Just happen naturally. Just let it happen.
Alright, so next goes into people that may, everybody, live and let live is my motto. I smoke. I'm not a big drinker.
No.
I'm more of a smoker than a drinker. So
I had my fun.
I can't trip on anybody that has their occasional beer or their pint or whatever you do. The thing is, please don't be that person that is out here hissy drunk, don't know what the world they did the morning after, out here driving, inebriated, endangering others.
There's been enough bull crap happening and you know what happens.
Man, oh man, please don't do that.
Right, don't be that person.
Don't do that. If you are going to be faded,
whichever generational term you want to use.
If you're about to be faded to that level, be able to be the person that's big enough to say, hey, I'm in the crib for the night.
Right.
I'm in the crib for the night. I want to enjoy myself. When I fall out, I want to fall out in my own bed. I don't want nobody around me so it could be anything weird popping off.
And it shouldn't happen, I feel like it shouldn't happen on more than one occasion. Alright, it should be a learning lesson. Because we've all done it. Okay, so at the same time,
I got stories.
Man, I've got stories. But at the end of the day, after the first time it's happened and you know you done got sloppilish to kick, okay, you should know, like, okay, I know what I need to not do the next time I go out.
But the one thing I can say for the times that when, I was out here up and down the highway and I was performing and I would get faded, still made it to work the next day.
Sure
Still
did.
made it to work the next day.
Sure
because
did.
the bills keep coming, the money's got to keep rolling, and you never, ever, ever endanger the bag. Ever. You never endanger the bag. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Never endanger the bag. If you get dissatisfied with where you are working, that's fine. But make sure you have a job set up, lined up before you leave the job that you're at. Make sure you always set yourself up for success. Don't leave one job without having another job. Don't do that. Always make sure you got yourself together, chess not checkers, 2 steps ahead, you'll never be behind. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Alright. So, next one came across is don't lose yourself in life when it comes to any kind of relationship, friendship, whatever it is. Don't lose yourself waiting for that person to act right.
Go.
All right. You know, don't lose yourself. You can't lose yourself into that. You can't allow people to. You can't waste your time. Life is way too short nowadays. Don't do that. Live your life. Whatever your act right is your act right. But for those out there that we know darn well aren't act right situations, just don't lose yourself in waiting for people to start acting right. If they're embarrassed, if they constantly embarrass you, just get your act right.
If the vibe ain't right,
Deuces.
Salute.
Can't even do it.
Hey, retire their jersey, hang it up in the rafters, and send them on their way, or trade them to another team.
Right.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Don't lose yourself.
You can't do it.
Don't lose yourself.
Don't lose yourself. Don't do that.
Yes, life is too short to be waiting for somebody to act right.
All right.
Do not lose yourself into waiting for that.
And
you have your life.
we got time for one more.
Ah. All right.
Got time for one more.
Let's see.
Real quick.
What's
that one say?
Let's see what this one says. When we stop forcing people to choose us, we make room for the people who are made for us.
Whew. That took like a millisecond, but that hit. That was deep. Say that again?
It says, when we stop forcing people to choose us, we make room for the people who are made for us. We are all built different, made different for a reason.
Woo-hoo. Now, see, I'm glad that we ending the show on that one, because that one was deep. Take that one with you. Take that one with you. Thank you for watching.
Yes, yes.
Like, comment and subscribe on Wicked Wednesdays. And we'll see you on the next one. Don't do that.
On Epic Fridays.
Epic Fridays.
Oh my God, y'all.
Yeah. And we'll see you in the...
Take the whole fun out of it.
Yeah, but y'all know what it means.
It is what it is.
Y'all know what it means.
It is what it is.
You know what it's... You know how to spell it.
You know how to spell it.
All right. We'll see you in the next one on Epic Fridays here on Don't Do That. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.